Welcome back as the playoffs continue on the Virtual Football Network. Alongside Eric Vincent, I'm Cameron Irvine. Fresno at San Diego, Tennessee at New York. As the playoffs roll on, Eric Vincent and I are still reeling from another unbelievable block of UFL action as the Milwaukee Stags and Los Angeles Aztecs move on. And we have two of the most highly anticipated matchups of the UFL wildcard week here tonight, Eric, as Fresno and San Diego meet in the Battle of the Cats Part 3. Tennessee and New York, two teams that have been on a tear, clash in the Big Apple.
It's been a roller coaster ride for both Tennessee and New York going through the course of the season, but here they are both in the playoffs. Probably more of a roller coaster ride for Tennessee as we get a first down play for the Bobcats, and that one is a little bit too strong, incomplete on that one.
-2.5 is the spread for San Diego. New York just a 1.5 point home favorite. Tennessee has won 6 games in a row as New York tries to halt their momentum. Jupiter Jennings on the carry. It'll set up a third down for New York coming up as Fresno and San Diego have a second down and 10. Larry Randolph is the quarterback for Fresno, and since he had to take over for the lost Chad Powers, Eric, Fresno has struggled offensively. Yeah,
they sure have, and it's one of those things where, you had some great quarterback play and the unfortunate departure of Chad Powers. Big play there for the Lightning as Gray finds an open receiver near the numbers and out into Tennessee territory just like that.
Jazz Aldmere with the catch for New York. Now a third down and 5 for Fresno, and San Diego lights it up right at the sticks. Incomplete, 3 and out for the Bobcats.
Yeah, and touching again on Chad Powers' departure. I mean, Larry Randolph, he's had 14 interceptions to just 9 touchdowns. He's struggling to get it to the major playmakers there in that Bobcat offense, and we're seeing what can really happen when that occurs.
First and 10 of the 47 for New York, up to the 45. Jennings got a couple, and Fresno has to kick it away. Tennessee's getting all the love. They've won 6 in a row, but New York is 5-2 since Mackenzie Gray took over as the Lightning starting quarterback with this all-new cast and crew of receivers.
Yeah, and Ellie Diomas, they're one of the big play threats there as we get a catch there from San Diego near the sticks. They're certainly someone to watch out for. Eden Hart, I mean, you've got so many different options here for Mackenzie Gray to go to as she completes one down to Diomas down near the near sideline.
Gray starts 2 for 2 for 29 yards, and actually Diomas had that first catch on the drive as well. So 3rd and 1 coming up for New York. San Diego starts with back-to-back passes. That is complete for 21 yards. Holdorf 2 for 2 as Jennings gets a first down. Rochelle Johnson, his number 1 target, making the play, but surprise San Diego, maybe even surprising Fresno.
Oh, absolutely, because we anticipate a lot of running of the football from Zach Holdorf and company there for the Wildcats. Instead, they're going to go ahead and throw the football on back-to-back plays. And, oh, by the way, catching Fresno off guard in the process. So they're in Bobcat territory right away. New York operating in Rambler territory. Another throw by Holdorf gets out of bounds along that far sideline. Meanwhile, that's Henson Jr. with his second carry. He'll get a gain. He'll get no gain to the line of scrimmage.
We have seen the favorites in every game today on their opening drive right down the field and get touchdowns. It's been wild. San Diego and New York continuing that trend right now as Gray on a second down and 10 checks it down to the Tennessee 30-yard line, picking up 5. Holdorf hands off to Price. His first run finds a face full of Bobcat.
Yeah, absolutely nowhere to go. Good tackle there by number 94 coming in free. That was Jalon Bennett, one of the left edges, able to get free as Gray on 3rd and 4, going to check it down. That's another catch, and inside the red zone now for the Lightning on their opening possession.
4 for 4 for 48 yards. Eden Hart now with the catch 4:15. Gray is on fire early against the Ramblers. 3rd down and 4 for Holdorf and the Wildcats. He'll take off and run. He does that so well. Breaking off a tackle. O'Neal ends up bringing him down, but it's a 1st down, San Diego.
And maybe it's the number, but he just gives the Johnny Football vibes without all the other toxic stuff. As Gray,
some of the toxic
stuff, throws it far sideline and catches me. You jerk.
To the who is that guy? To the 10-yard line. 2nd and 5. New York's in the red zone. It's another different receiver with a catch. This is the 11th play of the Lightning opening drive. 5 runs, 5 passes. Handoff, Henson. Henson is down to the 1-yard line. Holdorf has San Diego in the red zone on their opening drive.
Let's go.
Both teams looking good at home, looking comfortable at home, as I cannot believe that Henson didn't break the plane of the goal line there. Tennessee extremely lucky to hold that hulk of a man out of the end zone, but a good stop there for the Ramblers defense. Great drive for San Diego, and it's looking like we're going to get our first points of the ball game up either way, depending on if it's one or both.
Hand off to the fullback. No, not Henson, but a 1-yard touchdown for New York. And by the way, preventing that touchdown as Payne Price gets it up to the 13-yard line. Preventing that touchdown initially was the newly signed corner, Trayon Kane, playing in his first game. Look, Malik Kane went 3-0 in his since he took over as the starting quarterback in Tennessee. And he said, hey, man, my brother's pretty good. We need to get him on the field ASAP. And Kane made that play, but ultimately could not prevent Tennessee from getting into the end zone, or check that, New York from getting into the end zone. It's a 3rd down and 3 at the 7 for San Diego. Zach Holdorf, $1.99 Super Chat. I'm not that toxic. You know, you're right. The $2 says it all. Thank you, Zach. You are definitely not toxic. That is a touchdown, 7-yard strike for the score. San Diego is on top, just like New York. 7-0, extra point pending.
Almost as if on cue. Nice little touchdown pass to Nicholas McCray, the 4-year man out of Virginia, breaking free on the slant route. Good pass there from Holt. And Zach, I want to let you know, I had your side, okay? I had your side through that whole thing.
Are we going to good cop, bad cop this thing now?
We could do that.
That's
how you want to roll with this second block here, Cameron. You know, you tell me.
9-play, 81-yard drive for San Diego. 4 minutes and 7 seconds off the clock. So just like in our first block, Austin and Milwaukee dug early holes on the opening possessions. Milwaukee was able to overcome it. We'll see if Fresno or Tennessee is able to do the same here in the second block, the final block of the week. As, wow, that was a 5-yard loss on a carry to Hurdle. I thought it was going to be a play fake.
Now Gerard Lipsy just staying true to the run on that one, and just almost gets into Kane's lap there. It wouldn't have mattered if it was a quarterback keeper or a rushing attempt. He was going to make the tackle either way. Great play for the Lightning.
Fresno will try to answer back at the 21-yard line. 7:03 to go in the first. Now, you'll want to stay tuned, because in this block we will finalize all of the matchups in the East and West quarterfinals of the bracket, or I should say conference semifinals, the divisional round, if you will, with 8 teams left in the UFL playoffs. Those games will all have primetime treatment next Tuesday and Wednesday right here on the Virtual Football Network. So that is Tuesday, September 24th. Check that, Tuesday, September 23rd, Wednesday, September 24th. Coming up next week, the conference semifinals, and we'll find out who's playing in them and what the matchups will be, and give you a little preview that's coming up later. 3rd down and 17, and Malik Kane is sacked. Cassidy brings him down, and it's a quick 3-and-out for Tennessee. Rowan Cassidy with the takedown.
Great start to the ball game for the Lightning, and a great start to the ball game for the Wildcats. A TFL in the backfield there by Cobb, and a great play to get free and make the TFL on the running back. Great play to get free and get the sack on Kane. Both the home teams showing out here in the second block thus far.
So 4th and 23, Tennessee will have to punt. Fresno searching for answers on their sideline. Deep kick from Tennessee all the way back to the 20, but out-kicked the coverage, and the return up to the 36-yard line. 3rd and 15 for Fresno on their second possession. Randolph going to take a shot one-on-one, almost caught one-handed, but Randolph starts 1 of 4 for 5 yards. Fresno's doing nothing. They're going to have to punt again.
And just like in that first block of games, Cam, both of these games following similar steps here with these teams that are playing. Not really a whole lot of offensive momentum for the visitors early on, as Mackenzie Gray will check that one down to her tight end, Eden Hart. And we've seen good connection from them so far, but I can't believe that was almost a one-handed grab, Cam.
A phenomenal play by... Man, who was that defensively? I don't even have a 37 on my roster. I don't know who made that play for San Diego. They're just pulling people out of the stands. And the Wildcats with a great punt return all the way up to the 40-yard line.
I can't even find it either. You know, I was just going to look and just, you know, make sure maybe another set of eyes. I got nothing. I got nothing for you, Cameron Irvine.
Nothing. Meanwhile, Jupiter Jennings up to midfield, past midfield of the Tennessee 49. 3:23 to go in the first quarter. Excellent weather in both New York and San Diego today as Gray swings that out to Bacon. It lost a yard, but Gray's still perfect, 7-7.
Yeah, meanwhile, Holdorf checking that one down to his tight end, Armstrong, coming out on that bootleg there. So 2nd and 8 for them as they come out in the offset eye, trying to maintain the momentum there at home in their playoff game. Another play action again. Holdorf going to go ahead and check it down, coming out of the backfield. First down for the Wildcats.
And Holdorf is 7 of 7 for 78 yards and a touchdown. Payne Price already with 2 catches out of the backfield, and that's important to note, Eric, because it's 7 minutes into this game, and Holdorf has 7 passes. 8. Nope, he's going to take off and run. Holdorf slides at the 44-yard line, but still, San Diego coming out throwing, and they've got Fresno all kind of turnaround.
Oh, absolutely, and maybe that was by design, as Mackenzie Gray on 3rd and 7. Good, clean pocket, going to throw it near sideline. Is that a catch? It is! What a catch and what a first down. Unbelievable.
We got to see what parts of Bacon were down.
Oh, wow. Stop it.
Sorry, I was distracted by the catch. I did not look to see if any parts were down. Bacon.
Oh, my gosh. I
don't care. Okay, Tennessee is challenging, so at least we get 2 more looks at it. I don't really care if Porcius is inbounds or not. That's an unbelievable. I don't think that's a catch.
I don't think it's a catch either, unfortunately. I think
does one knee equal 2 feet?
I think it's the shin or knee or something. I have no idea anymore. I really can't tell you.
That knee went down, perhaps. Yes, the knee. The knee gets the catch. An unbelievable catch for Bacon.
That's incredible. Well, like my partner Josh Zirkle said last night, the first half timeouts, they don't mean anything anyway. It's fine.
Holdorf's pass is caught, and Robert Henson, the GOAT. Pigs can fly. That's great.
Hats off to you, my friend.
2nd and 4 for San Diego. 1st and 10 for New York. Both teams already with touchdowns late in the first quarter, driving again. As the Wildcats drop the throw, this is Holdorf. Catch again inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. 9 of 9 for 93 yards. 2nd and 7 for Gray. Clean pocket. Gray fires wide open. Eden Hart down to the 1-yard line, and Gray is 9 for 9.
Man, once the Lightning are in the playoffs, they are just in business. Holdorf trying to remain perfect. He's going to go ahead and take off and run. He's got a clear space. He's inside the 5. 1st and goal for the Wildcats.
New York and San Diego like gangbusters. You thought that Salt Lake and Dallas played well last night. My goodness gracious, as you see Hart on the pylon cam, just short. Oh, that might have been the best pylon cam of the season.
I agree. Beautiful shot right there. Can't believe didn't get in. Meanwhile, first and goal here for Holdorf from the gun. This would be a run here. Price trying to find his way to the end zone. Easiest touchdown he'll ever get.
And of course, it's from 3 yards out, man. Hugo has been pain all day. First and goal at the 1. We already have a 1-yard touchdown. Touchdown, Jupiter Jennings. San Diego and New York almost mirroring each other here early in the block. Both teams an extra point away from 14-0 leads.
San Diego's up and good. They've got 14. And New York looking at their extra point. It is kind of wild that we're seeing mirror images, basically, of each other in these 2 home playoff games. I'm a little baffled. The Lightning had their extra point. They're up 14-0.
Both Gray and Holdorf are 9 for 9 without an incompletion, with a touchdown pass, 8 carries, 8 plays, 63 yards on the drive for New York. Jennings had a couple of carries and gets the touchdown. And if you're Tennessee and Fresno, it feels like you just got hit with a frying pan. I mean, Malik Kane hasn't done anything wrong. He's barely even had a chance to be on the field. Meanwhile, for Fresno, they can't get the run game going, and they're still trying to figure out what the hell happened to their game plan because Payne Price has barely touched the ball.
Right, exactly. And Holdorf has not really been running the football nearly as often as we're accustomed to him seeing it. He's using it basically as an option, not his primary option. So Fresno trying to get anything going. Tennessee, as you mentioned, haven't done anything wrong, as Fresno gets a carry there for maybe a couple of yards. Tennessee hasn't done anything wrong. They barely had the ball, and New York is up 2 tutties on them.
San Diego leads Fresno in total yards 141-2 with 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Bobcats have to get it together. The Ramblers have to get it together. Hand off to Squid up the middle. That's a good run there from Fresno. Malik Kane has near a first down, but the juke sideways will prevent the first down. Pickup of 8 yards. Skippy, $4.99 super chat. Who is your favorite player in the UFL, dudes? Eric?
Ooh. Well, I'm going to avoid saying my player, but
I'm not going to say anybody in these games, just to,
I honestly, truly, I was going to say Zach Holdorf anyway, because he gives me Johnny Football vibes. I love me some Johnny Football.
We got this.
I definitely like the unique as Malik Kane gets a first down on that run. You like the unique players in the league, and you like the unique stories and all that good stuff. My favorite player to watch is probably Rashad Lockley, because that dude is unbelievable. You got an up-close look in person at Rashad Lockley as he blew past you and the rest of your Rochester defense last night.
Sure did. That was not very fun. Thank you, Cameron.
I thought we were doing the good cop, bad cop thing.
All right, now he wants to play along with the bit, folks.
Deep shot, Randolph, 2nd and inches. Incomplete, almost caught on the deflection. And Tennessee is up past midfield, another run from Kane. Also, too, in the name game, Mateus Sansbino in Phoenix. That's a great name.
That is a great name.
That's a good name.
I agree. That is a great name. But Kane's starting to kind of pull it down and put the game on his shoulders a little bit, understanding that maybe he needs to go ahead and make some plays. Randolph, on the other hand, starting 1 of 6. And that's not going to get it done.
It was 3rd and inches as Hurdle is damaged in the backfield. -4 yards on 4 carries. We have seen some run defenses come out in this wild card weekend. There's that 37. Who is that? Oh, the Braids are in the way, and Fresno's not going to go for it. A little surprised as they were starting to build some momentum, but Randolph really struggling. And that punt is definitely into the end zone for a touchback. It has not been a day for the punters around the league. They flip it to Hurdle. He's got some space on the outside and picks up 7 on the play. A good little play there for Hurdle.
Yeah, big fan of that play call there to go ahead and distract from the middle of the line there and go ahead and flip it out to your playmaker, Hurl, get himself into space, and that sets up a 3rd and manageable here for Kane in the gun. And he's going to throw. Blitz picked up. Now he's going to run and right into the defender.
Sack for Jasmine, and Anthony in the chat, who's Ducky Tape is saying, run the ball on 3rd and inches. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Especially with Randolph struggling, that was not a good play call.
No, I was not a fan of that play call there, and not a fan of the play call to go ahead and punt it on 4th and inches, being down 2 scores, and obviously the San Diego offense is humming. There it goes again. 1st down for the Wildcats.
And Payne Price for the first time today gets loose, and New York's doing a good job containing Malik Kane. We know that Kane loves to run. This is a pretty punt, deadened at the 7. The pressure on Tennessee and Fresno's defenses right now are extreme. It's still early, but New York and San Diego have not been stopped so far.
Well, at least Tennessee has something going for them here. You back New York up against their own end zone with that good punt there. Meanwhile, Fresno, they haven't figured anything out that San Diego is doing. Wildcats are just firing at will here at home in the first half of play as Price gets another carry, lowers his shoulder and gets a couple extra yards. Good carry there from Jupiter Jennings for a gain of a couple.
Well, we have a moment with both teams not anywhere near scoring position. I just wanted to get your thoughts, Eric, because I think you might have been the first person to know about the UFL. It's hazy back then, but you were a guy that I called and said, listen, man, I want to do something crazy. What do you think about this? And will you be involved? And from the very beginning, you were involved. You and Josh Zirkle will be on the call of the championship game Friday, October 3rd, along with Tyler Falk and Chris Curtis in studio. I'll be the AI expert as usual. And man, it's almost come to an end. What do you think about that crazy phone call that I had literally way over a month ago to you? I think it was probably maybe a year and 8 months ago.
It was something like that. It was a good long while ago, and I remember getting that call and you explaining what was going on, and I was like, what is he talking about? And I remember seeing what CJ had as far as his designs go, just going through his entire catalog of teams and just seeing the detail and the stories behind all of it, and I was hooked immediately. I was like, yeah, sign me up. Let's do this thing. And it's been absolutely incredible. I could not have asked for a better inaugural season, and it's only going to get better in season 2 as Gray completes another deep ball over the middle of the field there. Randolph down towards his own neck of the woods. He'll get out close to a first down, 2nd and inches. But yeah, great inaugural season, Cam. Hats off to you, my friend, for really putting this on and getting everyone involved and making this a true community. It's only going to get better, man.
Eden Hart, as there's the run on 2nd and inches for Cardiac Squid and the rest of the Bobcats. Eden Hart playing out of her mind. So is Gray. Is Gray still perfect? 13 of 13 for 149 yards. That one picks up 6. Ellie on her birthday, 5 grabs in the first half. Tennessee's in some trouble. Now, Fresno's defense did get their first stop of the day, and that's another first down to the 42-yard line. So the Bobcats starting to put some things together. 3 and 8 for Larry Randolph. On a delay stretch, Robert Henson. 6 carries, 35 yards. New York doing whatever they want.
Yeah, New York is absolutely doing whatever they want. Absolutely perfect for Mackenzie Gray to start things off. Literally, Randolph wide open, man, now sideline. That's going to get into San Diego territory. So some life here for the Bobcats as New York, again, pushing into Tennessee territory, seemingly at will. Play action for Gray. Still perfect. Still a clean pocket. And still perfect. Checks it down to Henson and another first down.
And got a block, too. 14 of 14 for 160. Tennessee's won 6 in a row. They don't look anything like they've looked. They've been the most exciting team. They just have not been able to match New York's energy here today. Gray, 17 of 17. No, 15-15. I got a little carried away. Just give me $4.99 super chat saying sing. I've done enough, I guess. New York's in the red zone. We got to get out of the red zone first.
Cardiac squid carry, handoff to Jupiter. No, that's Harper, the backup, going nowhere.
3rd down and 5 for Fresno. Will you at least sing with me, Eric? So you know?
Absolutely, yeah. Big believer in the birthday
It's not like both of us are both sick trying to do this already.
I know, right?
Gray to the end zone. Incomplete, and there is the first incompletion after 15 straight completions. Portius Bacon was the intended target. 4th down, New York, and at least Tennessee stops the bleeding just a little bit. And the good news for the Ramblers, if there's any good news, because we're trying to find some good news, as Joey Duncan II makes a nice pass breakup, is that New York's only had the ball 3 times in this half, and there's under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. So there haven't been a lot of possessions for Tennessee to rack up the points. Tennessee's just got to get something going here, as the 33-yard field goal is good.
Yeah, they do have to get something going. And if that's the way that the game is going to go, you got to get something going in a big way, and you got to do it quickly. And, yeah, I mean, you can't play this type of game all game long and expect your team to get back into it. As Fresno now in the red zone, 2nd and 10, Randolph from the gun, going to throw it over the middle, and that's going to be a tackle near the 10, mark it down at the 11. Going to be a 3rd and manageable coming up.
This is Fresno's chance. It's just 14-0, 4:13 to go in the first half. The Bobcats have weathered the storm. Now can they figure things out? 3rd and 6. Randolph empty. Randolph dumps it, turning the corner, rolling over for the first down of the 4.
And that was a key play there. Got to have that first down. Got to keep the drive alive, and you got it right there. Cobb all over him, but managing to roll over him and get the extra yardage needed. Goal-to-go situation here for Fresno, knocking on the door. Touchdown be huge.
2:15 to 10 in total yards with 3:52 to go in the first half in Tennessee, New York. 17-0. The handoff goes to Hurdle as the Ramblers try to put together a sustainable drive. 1st and goal coming up for Fresno.
Skip, we haven't forgotten. We still got one team in the red zone here, okay? Give us some time. 1st and goal, Randolph. Looking. Gonna check it down, and that's not gonna do it. Gonna be 2nd and goal.
Kane has a first down on a little Texas route. He's 2 for 2 for 14 yards. It's not like Kane has had a bad half. It's just New York has been living in the backfield, making things complicated for the Ramblers. I don't think Tennessee would have thought they'd have 2 passes in the first half. Little bubble screen, and that's going backwards. Another 2-yard loss. 2nd down and goal. Squid up the middle, stopped at the 1.
And this is definitely cardiac squid territory. 3rd and goal, you got to give it to him again. But you're absolutely right. Tennessee, they're not doing anything wrong. New York is just possessing the football. A lot of passes over the middle, a lot of runs, keeping the clock moving. Cardiac squid with the carry, 3rd and goal. He gets into the end zone. Touchdown for the Bobcats.
Our 3rd 1-yard rushing score of this first half. But hey, Fresno, I mean, they looked like they were going to get blown out, and they responded in the second quarter, and it's actually a touchdown vulture. Squid out of the game. 2-minute warning in New York as Tennessee tries to get a drive going on 3rd and 12, but Fresno got their stuff together, and it's 14-7 with 2:11 to go in the first half. A 13-play, 6-minute drive.
So now 2-minute warning here for the Ramblers. Down 17, Kane in trouble. He's going to get sacked.
Rowan
2 sacks
Cassidy's
already for Cassidy.
2nd sack, and now is as good a time as ever. Eric, ready?
Here we go.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday to you.
Put your back into it, Eric. Happy birthday, dear Ellie and Michaela. Happy birthday,
to you. That includes Michaela. Happy belated birthday. Don't let him listen to you, you jerk.
You're the jerk. Can you find any kind of pitch? My goodness.
Look, when it comes to happy birthdays and me being sick and everything, hey, I'm here, babe. I'm here.
I'm wheezy. New York. Oh, there's a penalty on Tennessee. That's going to give New York 15 more.
No.
Oh, it's just been a nightmare of a first half for the Ramblers. First down on their own 40. The Lightning doing whatever they want. Can San Diego get moving? And Fresno pulls down a face mask. I feel like I'm in the twilight zone watching these two games at the same time.
No kidding. Oh my gosh, this is insane. Gray, plenty of time. Again, another completion. This time into Tennessee territory, creeping towards the minute mark. They've got all 3 timeouts, and they're firing at will.
Ellie, 6 catches for 70 yards on her birthday. And Trayon Kane, who just joined the team this week with his 4th tackle, been playing a pretty good first half. 2-minute warning in San Diego as the Wildcats through the air continue to move the football. It would be, I think Fresno would be very disappointed after they've done so much to fight back in this game if they gave up a touchdown on this drive.
100% agree. Holdorf back to the air again. He's going to throw into double coverage, incomplete. Gray wants to unleash the Dragon end zone and incomplete. Had an open receiver, it looked like.
That was a missile. I think that hit a 7-year-old in the front row.
Oh, no.
If you're not paying attention, at least a soda. Holdorf dropping a throw on 3rd and 5. Takes a check down, and Fresno gets the stop. Gray, 2nd and 10. Clean pocket. Wide open and out of bounds. Wow, Jazz. One too many feet out of bounds there.
Yeah, definitely not a good look on that one, but good on Fresno getting the stop there. Now a 3rd and long here for Gray and company. 40 seconds. All 3 timeouts. Again, a clean pocket. Again, a throw over the middle. And another first down. This time it was complete to Jazz.
Fresno with the stop as the punt will go out of bounds at the 12. Not great field position. 1:13 left, but 3 timeouts. These Bobcats making a little noise here in the second quarter, and it was pretty easy to write them off early.
Oh, absolutely. They're trying to flip the script, and they're doing a really good job here. They got plenty of time to operate with. Meanwhile, Tennessee just playing on their heels. Gray with another fresh set of downs. About 30 seconds to go. Check down out of bounds, and that'll stop it at 29 seconds.
Henson's going to have a -4 on his receiving tally. That's not going to help him out. 2 timeouts and 29 seconds for New York. They are in scoring position as Randolph will throw over the middle and just got his own receiver murdered in between the hash marks, and a lofting pass for Gray. Thought that could have been caught, but instead it'll be 3rd and 14 for the Lightning.
Yeah, I thought that one was going to be caught over the middle there. Another big play for the Lightning. 3rd and short here for Randolph. He's going to air it out, and that is going to be... Is that caught?
Oh, no! Fumble!
It's incomplete. Fumble! A fumble. Tennessee forces the fumble. New York gets it back.
But New York cannot advance the fumble. Inside of 2 minutes, only the fumbler can advance it as Randolph criminally underthrew that ball. And so what happens is that they force the fumble on the sack, and the ball is marked where it's recovered at the 39-yard line. So that could actually take New York out of field goal range. An epic stop there for Tennessee down the stretch of the first half as Fresno goes 3 and out quickly. This will be a 56-yard attempt for New York, and they will call a timeout.
Understandably so, but man, just chaos here as we reach the end of the first half. But with these 2 games going on, Fresno doing their absolute best to claw themselves back in. Randolph with some questionable decision-making. Tennessee, like I said, absolutely playing on their heels, trying to figure out some way to stop the Lightning. Gets a fortuitous fumble there. And now a 56-yard field goal attempt from right down Main Street. It's a knuckler, but it's got the distance, and it doinked again. Another doink tonight, Cameron.
One off the crossbar, one off the right upright as Payne Price takes the screen pass out of bounds nicely, but New York comes up empty, and Tennessee, for having -7 passing yards, 14 total yards in the first half, down 17-0, have to feel very fortunate.
You know, you don't take many moral victories in football, but that's certainly one of them right there. Being only down 17 points and getting absolutely dominated like that as Holdorf throws a little hitch route, still on his feet and getting out of bounds. What an effort there.
That's was spectacular. Sir Jefferson's first catch of the day, fighting to get out of bounds, and he did.
Unbelievable. Didn't even really need to. Had all 3 timeouts available to him.
Holdorf dropping a throw on 1st and 10. Oh, boy, that could have been a pick 6. Dangerous ball, just his second incompletion.
More chaos. More chaos. Everybody buckle up. Take a deep breath. It's all going to be over soon.
Until next week. Holdorf on a check down, lost the ball, and Fresno recovers it with 14 seconds left.
Cameron, my eyes went wide. My jaw is on the floor. What just happened?
Let's see.
I was being facetious. I didn't anticipate this to be the case here.
Ari Mills was the tight end with the catch. Looked down.
Yeah.
Stephon Hurdle in the open field. There goes Tennessee. Down the sideline. A shoestring touchdown. Saving tackle. Oh, Hurdle almost got Tennessee right back in this game.
See how he just bounces it to the outside. Oh, what a juke move there. Oh, my goodness. Put St. Louis out of his shoes. Watch this, Cam.
Wow.
Absolutely out of his shoes.
And I don't know who made that tackle. Birdwell? Oh, there he is. Okay. He's mislabeled on our roster. We'll fix that. Birdwell with the tackle, but some momentum for Tennessee as Hurdle again gets out to the 40-yard line of New York. Payne Price with the catch out of bounds. Tennessee still has -7 passing yards, and meanwhile in San Diego, these two teams, they're not calling timeouts and they're not getting any yardage. And this first half is going to end with a punt that rolls into the end zone. This is Malik Kane in the positive in the passing category, 4 for 4 for 28 yards and a first down, Tennessee.
There we go. Go ahead and get us back in the black there, Kane. Great job there. Very patient from Malik Kane. And I like this drive from Tennessee. Go ahead and run the football. Try and establish a drive, because that's been the problem. That's been the only mistake that you really have had all game long, is you have not established any sort of drive. And New York is just able to pick you apart because of it. They'll sustain a drive. They've sustained 3. And that's why they're up 17 points coming into this second half.
10:15 to go in the third quarter. Malik Kane, 3-0 as the Tennessee starter. Tennessee's won 6 in a row. They dump it outside, and it's incomplete. That is the first incompletion of the game for Malik Kane.
And trying to use that screen game as an extension of the run. Certainly don't blame him for going that route there. Trying to find any real way to keep the ball in Tennessee hands as they're close to the red zone. Going to go and give it off to Hurdle. Had himself a hole, but just did not quite find it. Going to be third down.
Hurdle's been pretty good. 46 yards on 10 carries. Huge third down and 8 coming up here at the 21 of New York. San Diego, a sleepy second quarter after they took a 14-0 lead. They've got the football back up 14-7. Kane dropping a throw against some pressure. That pass is caught. First down, Action Jackson to the 8-yard line. Holdorf taking off and running and picking up 4.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right, because we talked about both of these teams, how New York and San Diego were just going at it. You know, that they were just running whatever they wanted to run. Nobody was stopping them. And then San Diego just came to a screeching halt in that second quarter as we get a carry from Price near the first down stripe. But it's going to be third and short coming up.
First and goal at the 8. 9:03 to go in the third quarter. And Malik Kane will drop the throw. Kane will take off and run, and is sacked. Jenkins takes him down to the 12.
And that's been the big problem here for the Tennessee offense, is the pressure that the Lightning are getting up front. Kane has been sacked at least 3 times tonight. And I'm seeing right there, he recognizes it, tries to avoid the pressure, just nowhere to go. Meanwhile, San Diego, nice little swing pass there as he ducks out of bounds after a gain of 7.
Yeah, and that's the 4th catch for Payne Price. Payne Price, 37 catches in the first 14 games this season, so averaging less than 3 a game. They've used him in the passing game as a hurdle. This time is going to be dropped for another loss. So Tennessee going backwards here in the red zone, tackled by Claytor. And on first down, Price spins away and picks up 8. That's why he's the league's top back.
What a move. I mean, just spins right off of the back of his offensive lineman, able to get himself free and get something out of nothing there. That was going to be a TFL for sure. Instead, it's going to be a 2nd and short.
Third down and goal at the 13 for Kane. And Kane, as Price gets a first down, Kane going to take off and run, and he gets a shoulder charge at the 4. Tennessee's going to fall just a little short, but they do take some time off the clock. Man, Price is starting to find his rhythm in the third quarter, but Tennessee looks like they'll get some kind of points.
Yeah, most definitely. And, you know, I hesitate to say take the field goal and take the points, just given how this game has gone. However, you kind of have to at this point. It's a 21-yard field goal. It's going to be up and through. So another number off the board for you guys tonight as we get another carry. Payne Price almost broke out of that one. Short gain of maybe a couple.
So now a 2-score game in New York, 17-3 Lightning. A 1-score game in San Diego, 14-7 Wildcats. We have not had any team crack the 30-point mark today, and it doesn't look like that will be happening anytime soon here unless New York gets hot again. 3rd and 5 coming up for San Diego. They have really tried to establish the run game in the third quarter.
Yeah, they sure have, and then they're starting to kind of come alive here. As you mentioned, Payne Price starting to find his gear, find his groove. 3rd and 5 here. Holdorf going to go to the air. He's going to go near the numbers on the near sideline, and that's another catch and another first down. San Diego just wanting to slow this game down, it seems like.
Sir Jefferson with the catch, but, you know, Holdorf continuing to deliver, 15 of 18. When San Diego lost to Fresno earlier this season, Zach Holdorf went 12 of 26 passing, so he already has more completions in this game than he did in that first loss to Fresno. They just faced the Bobcats last week, 17-12. It's another low-scoring nail-biter here right now.
Gray, little delayed handoff to Henson, and he'll get about 6 on the play. Meanwhile, another carry for Payne Price. And he's angry running out there. Give that man a scepter. He's angry running.
14 of 54 for Price. 2nd and 6 for San Diego. 2nd and 4 for New York. Mackenzie Gray will drop the throw against a blitz. That pass is caught. Broken tackle. Another broken tackle. Forward progress will be marked at the 36-yard line. 3rd and inches. That pass is caught. Wide open. 30-yard touchdown, San Diego. The tight end, R.E. Mills. The race to the pylon.
There we go. We finally got ourselves a larger number off the board, and great vision there by Holdorf to find his tight end who rumbles into the end zone. Come on, give me a pylon cam shot of that one. Give me a pylon cam. There it is. Beautiful.
Yes, indeed. R.E. Mills, now 4 touchdowns in 6 games with San Diego. And there was a moment in San Diego's season where R.E. Mills in the locker room said, hey, I don't know if you've noticed this, but I'm really good, and we don't care. And it's like, huh, looking at the stats, you're right. That kind of seems like a problem. Robert Henson is destroying Tennessee. 9 carries, 62 yards, having himself a day against the Ramblers defense. But ever since San Diego got R.E. Mills involved in the passing game, they have taken that offense to another level.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what you look for a tight end, and there are varying degrees of tight ends, obviously. You've got your route runners, you've got your blockers, you've got your hybrids of pretty much both. And R.E. Mills is just a big-bodied guy, not a ton of speed. He's not going to beat you off the line or anything, but he is going to out-hustle you, and we saw it there on that touchdown play. Now Fresno, down 2 scores again. Plenty of opportunity for them. It doesn't necessarily feel like this game is out of reach. Same thing with Tennessee, though. I mean, it's the same score, same deficit, but they both feel very differently. Tennessee feels like they're a country mile away from New York right now.
But they do stop Jennings in the backfield. They've done an excellent job on Jupiter Jennings, who averages 5.8 yards a carry this season. He has just 13 yards on 7 carries.
Yeah, but meanwhile, you got Robert Henson,
right,
who's just tearing them up. It's one of those pick your poison kind of deals. Jupiter Jennings obviously is one of the premier backs in the UFL, as we get a carry there from Squid for the Bobcats in Fresno, and he gets maybe a couple.
He leads all
Gray.
He leads all rushing running backs with 5.7 yards a carry. Oh, Gray, look at that. Oh, Gray, I'm sorry, Eric, I stole it from you. Touchdown. Jazz Oldmere, and New York strikes back.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that was a great play, though. Absolutely great play. You see Jazz just streaking across there on the post, and all it took was just to avoid initial contact from the defender. Chris Diller, the corner, come up and trying to play the ball, and it just doesn't work out. Easy touchdown for Jazz, and man, the Lightning are rolling.
Deep shot, Larry Randolph. Caught the one. Freddie Spencer has just 1 touchdown this season for Fresno, comes up 1 yard shy, and the Bobcats respond.
And we touched on that as well, that Randolph, since he has taken over the starting job, has not been finding his playmakers. Well, there you go. Finding a big play man down that far sideline. 1st and goal from the 1 yard line. Fresno's in business. Randolph over the middle, back in the end zone, incomplete.
We might have our 4th 1 yard touchdown on this block. 2nd and goal coming out. How about San Diego and New York both answering Fresno and Tennessee scores? Now Fresno striking back. 2nd and goal for the 1, and Randolph faked the handoff, and Schutz gets the sack for a loss of 7.
Oh, man, they just weren't fooled one bit. And just great play design there. You got the backer playing the back, and then you've got the corner coming in on the blitz, playing the quarterback. There was just nowhere for Randolph to go on that one. 3rd and goal now.
At the 8, 4:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. Larry Randolph looking for someone to get open. The pocket's breaking down, and he's sacked again. Dingwell takes him down, and Kane is brought down. Both San Diego and New York's defensive fronts are eating, and Rowan Cassidy having one of her best games of the season, now up to 3 sacks.
3 sacks, that's just unbelievable. But you're looking at Malik Kane. He's got the pocket presence, trying to escape out of there. Just a better play by Cassidy to get her hands around him and bring him to the turf. Meanwhile, Randolph, just no real pocket presence. Timer's going off in his head. He's got to get rid of it. Nowhere for him to go, so they'll have to settle for a 32-yard field goal.
Cassidy, 4 sacks this season and 3 tonight. The 32-yard field goal is good for Fresno, and now the Hugo numbers are flowing. It was a quiet first half, 32-10 off the board. Tennessee is in some trouble. Fresno in a little bit better shape, but man, they were 1 yard away from making it a 7-point game. Now they're down 11, and it feels like defeat.
Oh, absolutely, and that's got to hurt. Malik Kane on the screen pass here. Got to beat him. Stephon Hurdle with the big play coming out near midfield, getting knocked out of bounds.
Kane, almost at the end of the 3rd quarter, is now 6 of 7 passing. Hurdle's got 2 for 22 yards as Tennessee tries to get back in it.
And this is just a well-designed screen pass. That's exactly what you want to do. But, man, Tennessee, they've got to put their foot on the gas if they want to get themselves back into it. Being down such a large amount, and New York just holding a firm control of this game, just really dominating time of possession clearly through the course of the entire game.
The last team anyone wants to see in the UFL get hot is the defending Ultimate Football League champions. Stephon Hurdle again. 13 carries, 65 yards, has been playing fantastic. He has been the bright spot on this Tennessee roster tonight.
He's been great running the ball. He's been great as a pass catcher coming out of the backfield, as that one was a bit of a head scratcher coming from Holdorf there from San Diego.
2nd and 10 as Fresno desperately looks for a stop with 3:22 to go in the third there, 1:25 to go in the third. In Tennessee, Sherman picks up 8-9 more yards on the run. That pass is caught, a 21-yard pickup. Holdorf's 17th completion. It's R.E. Mills, his 5th grab for 72 yards.
And he's been coming on hot. R.E. Mills has. I mean, the touchdown grab, obviously holding on to that ball through contact. Great job there. Is Tennessee able to get the first down? Maybe. Yes.
Where was all that movement in your voice during the happy birthday song? That's what I was looking for earlier. Hand off to Payne.
I was able to clear the sinuses.
Hand off to Payne Price, and they're beyond midfield. That is a check down, quick throw to the outside for Kane. Now 7 of 8. Pappas Fields lost a yard.
Going heavy there for San Diego, up 11. Reaching the 2-minute mark almost in the third quarter. Fresno able to bottle him up in the backfield. Payne Price, 62 yards and a touchdown today.
This is a huge third down coming up for San Diego, and it's the end of the third quarter in New York. Bobcats looking for a stop, 21-10 right now. Hand off to Price. Payne Price not going to get there. We'll see if San Diego goes for it.
4th and 1. Ugh. It's tough, because if you get this, you can go ahead and put this game away. Malik Kane going to go deep end zone in a little bit too far.
Wow, had just his 2nd incompletion and had Jackson at the pylon.
He did.
3rd and 11 coming up for Tennessee, and San Diego's going to play it safe. They've only given up 1 touchdown all day. They'll punt it away. 3rd and 11 for Malik Kane. Kane going for it all into the end zone, and he caught it out of bounds. Max Capone was the intended target. He had it.
How many times are we gonna see that today? I mean, just had his man open. Capone.
Wow.
Oh, he just ran the route too deep. Unbelievable.
And on 4th and 11, Tennessee leaving the field goal team off the field, going for it. Play fake. Kane against a blitz, going to take off and run, has a lot of space. Kane looking for a block, wants the ball, picked up by New York, down the sideline, the big fella, all the way to the 46. Lipsy with the fumble recovery, in Tennessee can only shake their head with 11:41 left in the ball game.
The Ramblers are absolutely reeling as Cardiac Squid pops loose inside the 30-yard line out to the 32. Tennessee just absolutely has been dominated in every facet of this game, and there really just isn't a whole lot that Malik Kane could do. He is trying everything he possibly can to get the Ramblers back into it. It's just been the Lightning's day. And as you mentioned, the last team that anyone wants to see is the reigning Ultimate Football League champion Lightning.
That was the first turnover of this Tennessee-New York game, as the handoff goes to Henson, and New York will try to drain more time here. San Diego leading Fresno 21-10 at the end of the third, but the Bobcats still in it. 2-score game with 12 minutes to go. $199 super chat from Robert Henson just to say hello. Thank you, Robert, as he takes another carry. Let's talk about Henson's fantastic day. 12 carries for 71 yards.
And then he says he forgot his message.
Too busy running on Tennessee today.
It's true. It's true. Randolph over the middle. Good throw there and a good catch near midfield. They'll mark it inside of enemy territory as we get a carry from Jennings. Close to the first down marker, but just short. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Yeah, 4th and 1, so at least for the moment, Mike Rodick, nice tackle. At least for the moment, Tennessee gets the stop, but New York could go for it in the range to do so. And as a fumble for Fresno, they recover their own fumble. My goodness, the Bobcats can't get out of their own way.
Oh my gosh. We're just seeing fumbles all over the place now too. And Randolph again, a good throw, good smart decision, but hold on to the football, please, for the love of Bobcats.
And New York punts. Let's see another look on that. I think that ball was out. Not that it matters. Fresno recovered the fumble. So New York elects to punt it away. Tennessee down 3 touchdowns, 9:55 to go. They got to go. 2nd and 5 for Fresno, down 11. They got to go as that pass is caught for a first down to the San Diego 37. Kane drops that one off on a little Texas route. It's dropped.
That was the right route too, Cam. I mean, just space for days. You hold on to that football. You are still running into the tunnel. Instead, it's a drop, and it's really just sums up, I should say, how Tennessee's game is gone as Randolph throws a high one there. That one's dropped and incomplete. Completion there for the Ramblers as they get to the 20-yard line.
Tennessee's our first team tonight that has had more rushing yards than passing yards, or I should say this week, but is actually losing, right? I mean, they've run the ball really well. Just haven't been able to get it together. 3rd down and 3 for Kane. That pass is caught for a first down. The 45-yard line, and Randolph is sacked. Alexander Ross turns and points to him and says, "We are the top cat today." 3rd sack for San Diego.
And then gives himself the Sioux celebration on top of that. Gotta love that. But again, Randolph, no pocket presence whatsoever, and just invites the sack there as Kane gonna take off and run with it. A little bit of a horse collar, but dragged down in New York territory. It's gonna bring up 2nd and short.
37 yards on 5 carries for Kane. It's got to happen now if you're Tennessee. They are in the no huddle as they've been in this 4th quarter. Kane dropping a throw. Kane going to take off again, and again it's sacked. This is Rose Black with the takedown, and New York's got 6 of them today. 3rd and 24 for Randolph. Hit as he threw, and the pass is knocked up in the air and incomplete. 4th and long.
Kane back to the air, 3rd and 6, gonna take off and run, had first down, and I think he got it. No! 4th and inches, that's heartbreaking.
Kane even extended the football out to the sticks. Watch him right there. Try to put the ball out. Are we gonna get a shot down the line right here? Can we get the line? Ooh.
Oh, I think that's a good spot.
Gotta go.
Oh, that's a big bummer. Yep, gotta go for it. Punted in San Diego for the Bobcats. 4th and 1. Tennessee not gonna get it.
Stephon Hurdle was awesome all day, and New York shuts the door again.
Wow. They have just been absolutely on fire tonight along that front 4. Again, great penetration, getting in there and getting Hurdle for the loss. Just really, I mean, that pretty much slams the door shut on Tennessee, I think, just given how New York has possessed the football.
Fresno had to punt. They are trailing in total yards, 313 to 210. And San Diego's got the ball back up 11. This is Payne Price time, picking up 8 yards. Now up to 71 as Jennings is destroyed again. Tennessee all over New York's top back, Maxwell with the tackle. 2nd down coming up in New York.
And the Lightning have just wore down that Tennessee defense as the Wildcats keeping it on the ground. Another run by Payne Price up the middle near midfield. He's got 10 rushes, 86 yards and a tutty as Robert Henson gets another carry. He's getting close to the midfield stripe. 13 carries for 70 yards? That's insane.
And now it's 3rd down and 10 for New York. So Tennessee back-to-back run stops as they get under 7 minutes to go in the Big Apple. And then for Fresno, they got to get off the field. Down 11. Payne Price doing whatever he wants. Holdorf sets to throw. It's incomplete, just the 5th incompletion of the day.
Bringing up 2nd and 10, approaching the 7-minute mark over there. Fresno's got to get off the field, get the football back. Meanwhile, New York, good carry from Jupiter Jennings, staying on his feet there on 3rd and 10, but it's still going to be a 4th and short. So Tennessee will get the football back with about 6.5 to go. Holdorf firing a high ball and incomplete after the hit.
I'm not surprised that New York ran there, considering their defense has been so great, but I'm a little surprised. 3rd and 10. Mackenzie Gray's kind of been throwing it all over the yard today, and
throwing darts.
I guess New York will take the putting Tennessee in poor field position, as Holdorf is going to scramble on 3rd and 10. He will also not get the first. Watch out. Boy, there were some players that potentially could have interfered with that play. As you look at Hurdle, has been so much better in the second half, but stopped on that 4th down. 6:07 to go. Tennessee with no end in sight. They got to put together something, and in a hurry. San Diego's going to have to punt, and Fresno down 2 scores, still got a shot.
Yep, Fresno's got an opportunity. Tennessee's got a long shot, but it's still an opportunity. They got to hit the gas here, and that's going to do it. Big pass, big completion over the middle, right up to midfield right away.
Longest pass of the day for Tennessee, who gets over 200 yards of offense just now. Coleman with his 2nd catch, and Kane's in the no huddle. That's where Larry Randolph will be shortly, with 6:32 to go in the 4th in that game. This is Kane back to pass, caught again at the 32-yard line. Quickly, Tennessee moving up the field, and Fresno's got a first down to the 41.
Yeah, great catch by Action Jackson. A little no huddle injects a little bit of adrenaline into this offense as they keep it up. Under 5.5 to go now. Kane, play action again. Gonna take off and run. Got a little bit of space, and he'll get near the sticks. Meanwhile, we got another sack for the San Diego defense.
Man, just brutal. I mean, Larry Randolph he's just got to get, he actually broke through a sack, but couldn't break the second one. Kane, 2nd and 2, sacked again. Randolph, 2nd and 20, sacked again and lost the ball. San Diego and New York, a bona fide sack party out here.
Goodness gracious. I think that was Zach Cobb that got in there and absolutely snatched Randolph to the shadow realm. Kane throwing near sideline. Oh, what a grab!
Let's go, baby.
Got absolutely snatched there too and held onto the ball. Capone, great grab.
Max Capone yoinked at the 10-yard line. Not going to get a replay because Tennessee's in no huddle. 4:22 to go. Kane dropping a throw, taking off and running. Kane slides at the 7-yard line. Tennessee trying to preserve those 3 timeouts. They're down by 21 on 4th and 32. Fresno has to go for it because they're down 11 with 5:09 to go in the 4th quarter. Deep shot for Randolph. That pass is intercepted. Kane is taking off and running, and is cut down at the 1-yard line. 3:55 to go in the 4th.
Man, keep it going, Tennessee. Keep it going. Fresno just got behind schedule. Just too far behind schedule. No pocket presence for Randolph. Throws an arm punt there. Kane gonna take off and run. Slides into the end zone. Touchdown, Ramblers.
And Tennessee finally able to get into the end zone with 3:40 to go. And they're going to need an onside kick recovery. Fresno, I guess, is going to need another stop. Their offense, this game was never the same. Remember, Eric, it was 21-7 in the middle of the 3rd quarter. Fresno gets that catch to Spencer at the 1-yard line, and Fresno did not get a touchdown off that drive. Now Holdorf is taking off and running. I mean, Fresno, it just feels hopeless at this point because their offense has been so anemic in the second half.
And that's now becoming a huge play in this game. The fact that you were able to get that huge pass, 50-50 ball, and you get dragged down at the 1-yard line, can't get the touchdown to make it a 1-touchdown game, a 1-score game, and forced to settle for the field goal. And ever since then, your offense has done absolute dog water. And it's been frustrating for the Bobcat faithful out there trying to hold serve and get the football back. But, man, being down 11 with only about 3 to go, it's going to be a long shot. Is Tennessee going to go for the onside kick?
Oh,
Oh, they got it. Woo,
At the
Ramblers
44, Kane back to work and picks up 5. Kane is 13 of 17, and San Diego just converted the first down.
Oh, Tennessee's got life. Fresno, meanwhile, struggling to hold on to the remaining life they've got. Kane from the no huddle. Gonna take off and run. New York had the spy, and he's gonna go down. Short gain of maybe a couple.
My goodness, and that was Rowan Cassidy, who won't get the sack, but we'll get something there. 3 minutes to go. Price fell over at the 42-yard line, tripped over his own feet. There's a penalty marker in New York. It's PI, and it's first down. Tennessee stops the clock at the 35-yard line. Birdwell called for the infraction. 2nd and 8 coming up for San Diego with 2:42 to go as Fresno tries to get a stop. Here is Kane completing another one of the 34, but the time is the issue.
Yeah, the clock just continuing to tick away. Time is the issue for both of these teams that are down right now. 2 possessions. Fresno trying to force a 4th down and get the football back. Tennessee, meanwhile, keeping possession. Kane in the no huddle. 2nd and 8. Sets his feet, fires far sideline, does get out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 2:33 to go. Fresno going to call a timeout.
And on 3rd down, San Diego tried to run it. They did not get it. 4th and 3 at the Fresno 37. And here we are again with Fresno trying to get points on the board late. That pass is caught at the 17. Tennessee's in the red zone with 2:25 to go.
Capone's second catch, big time catch there. And man, they are trying to make a game out of this, Cam, as they're going no huddle, approaching the 2-minute warning. Kane gonna take off and run again. Couple defenders, he slides near the 10, and that might bring us to the 2-minute warning.
And will take us to the 2. And here comes Larry Randolph. He's had a horrible second half. Fresno still somehow in this thing. San Diego's just on cruise control offensively since that first quarter. Randolph on a 1st and 10 with 2:20 to go. Fires it to the sideline, and the receiver's out of bounds.
Meanwhile, Kane, fresh off the 2-minute warning from the gun, 2nd and 4. Good clean pocket. Hit as he's thrown, checks it down, and going to be spun.
Didn't get out.
Near the sideline, but no, it's going to keep the clock going.
Randolph, 2nd and 10 for Fresno, and misfired. 18 of 33. Now it's 3rd down for the Bobcats. Back to New York. 3rd and 1, Kane. Play fake. Kane looking, clean pocket. Kane in as he threw. And oh man! Capone lands on a nearly broken hip. 4th and 1, Tennessee. 3rd and 10 for Randolph on the sideline. First down to the 32-yard line.
Oh, man, this is playoff football, baby, and that's a huge hit on Max Capone. Huge hit on Kane as well as he was throwing that football. But, man, I don't blame Max Capone for not holding on to that football through that hit.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
It's now 4th and 1. Kane, got to have it. Pocket collapsing. He's going to throw end zone, and they got it. Touchdown Ramblers. Max Capone. Unbelievable.
And they ain't done yet. Capone in the end zone makes it an 8-point game. Now San Diego challenging. They're definitely going to lose that one, although you can't blame the Wildcats for trying to stall the Fresno momentum. Capone with the touchdown. The extra point would make it a 7-point game. They still have all 3 timeouts, Eric.
They don't need to go for the onside kick here, Cam. They can go ahead and kick it deep. They can play defense, play the great run defense that they've been playing all game long against Jupiter Jennings, and possibly get the football back to tie this thing up.
1:27 left. Tennessee out of nowhere. They were down 24-3 halfway through the 4th quarter. Fresno still hanging on by a thread. 2:10 to go in the 4th. Down 21-10. We'll see what Tennessee does here as Randolph will dump that off to Squid, who was way out of bounds. Fresno can't seem to find the green grass in this second half. They've been all over the place. Tennessee, 1:27 to go. Ellie's back deep. They're gonna line up for the onside.
Ooh.
And Tennessee bouncing ball, picked it up, and they got another one.
Let's go.
No way! They got it again!
This is the UFL playoffs.
They are back from the dead, Cameron. I cannot believe this. Malik Kane with a second half of the ages, just running around like a chicken with his head cut off and still being efficient with throwing the football as well. Throwing the passing touchdown on the last possession. Now a little under 90 seconds to go. All 3 timeouts. Potential to tie the football game. And it almost got that one ripped out. Another sack from Jenkins.
Sacked again. Randolph into field goal range to the 33. Tennessee started the season 1-5. 1:06 to go. Kane into the flat. That pass is caught at the 50. And a face mask on New York. Randolph misfires.
Woo, man. You cannot give up that penalty, though, if you're New York. Unbelievable. Man, both of these teams are trying their absolute darndest to keep themselves in it. Randolph's got to find another gear, though. Randolph going to throw near sideline. Again, out of bounds, can't find the green grass. Kane, 1st and 10, fresh off the penalty. Going to check it down far sideline, tackled in the field to play.
They still have all 3 timeouts, Eric. They're already across the 50. So they got plenty of time here. Meanwhile, 3rd and 10 for Fresno. And Randolph is looking for someone, gets hit as he throws that pass is out of bounds. Kane takes off and runs down to the 28-yard line, but the clock is ticking. Now it's 4th down for Fresno. It'd be a 50-yard field goal to make it a 1-score game.
I suspect they will probably go for it. I'm a little curious as to why Tennessee is still going no huddle here. All 3 timeouts, 3rd and 3. Kane gonna take off a run. He's got wide open spaces in the middle of the field. Near the 10-yard line. Thank you for calling a timeout finally. As the 50-yard field goal is up and good for Fresno.
That's 13 and 50 off the board late as Fresno makes it a 1-score game. Can they recover an onside kick to try to get down the field? 1st and goal for Tennessee at the 10, 18 seconds to go.
I'm here all day. I'm here already.
Kane throws, it is incomplete. 14 seconds to go.
Dangerous pass there too, dangerous pass. Devron McClure was lurking in coverage, could have easily come up with that interception. 14 seconds to go. They're gonna empty it out. Kane from the gun, 2nd and goal. Kane checks it over the middle. It's caught, but it's at the 4-yard line. They gotta call a timeout.
San Diego recovers the onside kick. It was a bouncing ball, but the Wildcats just got it. The Bobcats have 2 timeouts with 1:20 to go. 5 seconds left for Tennessee. They got a timeout in their back pocket just in case. Eric, it's 3rd and goal at the 4. 4 yards away from tying the game. They were down by 21.
And here it comes from the gun, from the 4, 5 seconds left. Tennessee down by 7. Does Kane have it in him? He's gonna throw end zone and it's incomplete. 3 seconds to go, 4th and ball game coming up.
Bryce on the carry. Fresno calls a timeout. They have 1 left. They got to get off the field. San Diego somehow still has not put the Bobcats away as Jackson was trying to catch that on a slant. Cannot, but there's still time left. 4th and goal at the 3 for everything for Tennessee. 4th and goal at the 4, 3 seconds left. Kane drops the throw, takes up and runs, wants the ball at the 1-yard line. New York recovers. Game over.
Unbelievable way for this one to end. Kane wanted to play hero, couldn't secure the football, and New York has done what they have done all game long. The Lightning get to Kane. They force a fumble. 3 sacks for Doris Jenkins here today, and the Lightning are going to move on.
And Holdorf on 3rd and 6 goes play action and ices Fresno. Tennessee, let's go back to Tennessee. Tennessee was down 24-3 with 6 minutes to go. They end up 1 yard short of tying the game and forcing overtime. The Ramblers, that game, Eric, defied their entire season.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Because as you stated, they started off 1-5 to start things off. And then all of a sudden, you get the right pieces in play, and they just start cruising. They win game after game after game. They came in here winning, what was it, 6 straight?
Yep.
And just absolutely unbelievable season for the Ramblers. And they almost came back and won that. And that was my fault, because I said that should probably slam the door shut on that last turnover on downs. Boy, was I wrong. Go ahead and slap me in the face.
Well, and think about what the game could have been if they had converted that 4th down and that drive had continued. All right, we got a preview next week. The dates and times will be confirmed a little bit later on, but we do know the matchups. Let's get some music on in the background.
Cue the outro.
We do know the matchups. This is going to be interesting because in the East, we know that Milwaukee, the 8 seed, will take on Dallas, the 2 seed. Milwaukee and Dallas played earlier this season, and it was not close. Dallas won in Milwaukee. It was a primetime game. They jumped all over them with a couple of defensive turnovers, and they took out the Stags 33-16. Milwaukee made it a game late, but Milwaukee's going to be some heavy dogs next week at Dallas. The last time those two teams got together, Travius James, 167 rushing yards. Neil Rivers had a 62-yard touchdown. And Dallas cruised, but do you see that ending any differently with Milwaukee playing with some big-time momentum? Eric?
Oh, my apologies. I was busy sucking down water, my friend.
Go on.
I'm sucking down water like a gerbil.
Go ahead.
Oh, man.
Milwaukee, Dallas. You see it playing out any differently with Milwaukee having some momentum after their big upset against Miami?
You know, it very much could. I mean, just given how we saw them really play hard against the Miami Pirates here today, I don't think any of us really saw that coming, especially considering how Miami has played over the course of the season. I certainly give the Stags a fighting chance against the Talons, but man, in my opinion, if you're asking me to pick championship matchup right now, I'm looking at it, and it'll be the Aztecs on the Western Conference. It'll be the Talons from the Eastern Conference.
The New York Lightning will host the Cincinnati Vultures. They just played on June 30th, and New York took it to Cincy, 45-16. It was an ugly loss for the Cincinnati Vultures, but remember, that is what turned Cincinnati's season around. That dropped the Vultures to 6-6, and they've won 4 of their last 5 games since that loss to the Lightning. Anything going to slow down New York next week?
I mean, we'll have to see. It's so hard to tell, especially now, given how the playoffs are looking and how they're going. It's really anyone's trophy. It really is, you know, and that's the beauty of our playoffs being set up the way it is. Everyone's got to win 4 games. Everyone's got to win 4 games to hoist that trophy in Vegas.
The West feels a little bit more murky. Salt Lake will take on the number 5 seeded Los Angeles Aztecs in the conference semifinals next week. LA beat Salt Lake earlier this season, 26-23 in overtime. Can anything stop the Hornets? You're saying that LA will.
I'm thinking that LA might. I mean, just given all the weapons that they've got, it certainly seems like the Aztecs are on a crash course for the championship game. But I'm not discounting Salt Lake in any way, shape, or form. They get those West brothers going, and it could be a long game for the Aztecs.
And finally, maybe the most interesting game of next week It is the 3-seeded Dakota Rhinos and the 2-seeded San Diego Wildcats. Two teams that at times can't seem to figure out how to score points, and then at other times seem totally unstoppable. That is going to be a ground and pound 13-10 slap your mama type of game. I can't wait to see who wins that to take on the winner of LA and Salt Lake.
Absolutely, and with all the fisters that you got going on the Dakota defense, you get those guys going, and man, it's going to be a long day for San Diego. But I mean, Dakota's got a lot of weapons on offense as well. They can really turn it on. It's just a matter of what type of team we're going to see in the Dakota Rhinos, and really same thing with San Diego. I mean, they had their opportunities to really put this game away against Fresno and, call it playoff football, but they struggled to put them away. So we'll have to see how things move forward in the conference semifinals next week.
They did not play in the regular season. We'll see you back here next Tuesday on the Virtual Football Network. For Eric Bitts, and I'm Cameron Irvine. Thanks for being here. All night long, all week long, the UFL playoffs delivered. Have a great night, everybody.